they stop him at the 21. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Owen. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Washington's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. They put the first points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll run play action. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's complete to the left. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working on the right. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Commodores are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but converts on 4th down, still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Makes the grab, it's Watson. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little room. got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick catch on 3rd down.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stevens. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Henderson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Newton. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got his man quickly. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the backfield, he's open. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
The Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to throw on third. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking downfield. This time on target. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Caught near the sticks. It's Eaton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Commodores have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. To the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give on the inside. He breaks a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Newton. The quick out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. On the move, he fires. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your on that throw and catch for the 1st down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. The extra point here would tie the game. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll test the right side. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Then make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Newton. Clears the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Finds a man on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Caught near the sticks. It's Eaton. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's got him this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the returner will be brought down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. With the catch, it's Eaton. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Vandy. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Here comes the Heat. And he is snowed under. defender sacked at the 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic because of those.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Offense gets set for second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Stevens. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
That's caught. It's Eaton. There he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But the opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, it's Beebe. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Washington wants to go quickly. Dropping back, it's Newton. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. It'll be third and long. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
They punt it away on fourth down. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.